When people talk about role model, is that a term that you are comfortable with?
Well, I say make sure that you give your child parental advisory. If you don't want your child listening to the music, then it's up to you as a parent to make sure that the child doesn't listen to it.
Hey, yo, shorty, won't you go get a bag of the lethal? I'll be undressed in the bra, all see-through.
Parties on, some Doechii bomb, pretty panties on.
You don't get a manual on how to be a famous rapper. You just learn it as you go.
Female rap has never been a one-size-fits-all story. Every era came swinging with the song queens, scandals, chart-busting records, and wild moments that flipped the game. But which era hit the hardest? Which one changed the rules for good? You're about to find out, because behind every hit, there's a story they don't tell you. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and let's get started. So let's talk about the 90s female rap scene, shall we? It wasn't just good, it was chaotic brilliance at its finest. First up, Lil' Kim. This woman didn't just break the rules, she didn't even acknowledge they existed. If you think today's rap girls are bold, Lil' Kim was out here making them look like they were just getting started. She came in, took the spotlight, and made sure no one else could find it. Let's be real, Biggie Smalls saw something in her and turned her into a sex symbol gangsta hybrid. He knew what sells, and Kim, she sold it hard, rapping with no filter, no shame, just straight up rawness. Her album Hardcore was a manifesto, explicit, wild, and so unapologetic.
I'm Mama, Miss Savannah, usually rock the Prada, sometimes Gabbana.
But guess what? That didn't stop it from going double platinum. People ate it up and couldn't get enough. Then she had that unforgettable moment that was the 1999 VMAs, wearing a purple pasty outfit. And if that wasn't enough, Diana Ross just waltzed over and gave her a boob jiggle on stage. Yeah, that actually happened, live TV. But of course, Kim's reign had its bumps. In 2001, a shootout outside Hot 97 was tied to her crew beefing with Foxy Browns. When the feds came knocking, Kim did what any smart person would do. She lied, but of course, security footage exposed her.
It was outside New York City radio station Hot 97 last week. Police say it was Lil' Kim's posse versus friends of Foxy Brown. 5 guns in all, 21 shots fired, and 1 man shot in the back.
Perjury charges came next, and she ended up in jail for a 366-day sentence. But that didn't stop her. She dropped The Naked Truth from jail, and it became the first and only female rap album to get a perfect 5 mic rating for the Source magazine.
Most lady pull up in the back of the Maybach, chauffeur behind the wheel, feet up, lean back.
That's right. Even behind bars, she was out here making history. Now let's flip the script a bit. Eve. If Lil' Kim was the queen of drama, Eve was the CEO of hustle. Eve was a whole different kind of beast. Before she even thought about rap, she was working as a stripper in Philly. She was just trying to make a living. And you know who told her to quit that life? Mace. He saw her talent and said, "Girl, get off the pole and get serious about music." So she did, and she signed with Rough Riders, becoming the first woman ever to do that.
And I met a rapper named Mace. I don't know if you know about hip hop. I met Mace, and he looked at me one day, and he said to me, he's like, "Come here. You're not supposed to be here." And I was like, "You don't know me." Attitude. I was like, "You don't know me." He was like, "No." He was like, "Why don't you get dressed and bring all your friends?" And that night, he drove me around and we rapped all night, back and forth, until the sun came up.
Eve didn't just dip her toes in. She dove head first. Her debut, Let There Be Eve, went straight to #1 on the Billboard 200. Yeah, she was only the 3rd female rapper to ever pull that off. The thing is, Eve wasn't just about spitting bars. She was making moves. She teamed up with Gwen Stefani on Blow Your Mind.
This one strong should be labeled as a hazard. Some of y'all know hot psych, I'm gassing.
And that little collaboration won her a Grammy. Meanwhile, she made rap radio friendly without completely watering down her sound. But Eve didn't stop at rap. At 22, she already had a fashion line, houses, investments, you name it. While others were flexing chains and whips, she was out here making serious business moves. Then, just to flex even harder, she transitioned into Hollywood. Starred in Barbershop, got her own sitcom, Eve.
Exactly. Your ancestors were immigrants. Ours were imports. Big difference.
Not real.
And then married a British millionaire who runs the Gumball 3000 luxury car rally. Yeah, you heard that right. From strip clubs to Philly to racing Ferraris across Europe. Now let's talk about the mid-2000s and how female rap didn't just change the game. And leading the charge was Nicki Minaj, the Harajuku Barbie who turned into rap royalty by bulldozing every single obstacle in her path. Before the big labels even noticed her, Nicki was already out there making money and building her empire. Between 2007 and 2009, she dropped 3 independent mixtapes, Playtime Is Over, Sucker Free, and Beam Me Up, Scotty.
Hey, yo, I am the star in any room that I stand in. I am the standout, you just my stand-in.
She didn't wait around for anyone's approval. By the time Young Money signed her in 2009, she was already a self-made millionaire, hustling off features and underground shows. Lil Wayne even said she was the best female rapper alive before her debut album even hit the shelves. Pink Friday came out in November 2010 and sold 375 copies in its first week, the biggest first week sales for any female rap album of the 21st century at that point. And you know what? Billboard could throw the numbers at her, but fans were screaming a little louder. Nicki Minaj wasn't going anywhere. Super Bass and Moment for Life were just the beginning. But don't think the tough exterior was all for show. Nicki's childhood was a mess. Growing up in Trinidad and Queens wasn't easy, especially with an abusive, drug-addicted father who once set their house on fire during a drug-fueled rage.
This house was the house that my father burned down. Me and my brother, we were at a neighbor's house spending the night that night. They came and said, your house is burning down. I just remember running, racing down, and I remember when I got here, I just saw a big commotion, and I was so scared I didn't know what happened, but everybody was running over here, and I just looked. My house was gone. The house was gone. All of my toys, all my clothes, all of my memories.
Yeah, that kind of trauma doesn't just go away. By 2017, Nicki was the artist with the most Billboard Hot 100 entries by any female artist across all genres. Not just rap, all genres. Madonna, Beyonce, Mariah, Nicki outdid them all. But with all that power came drama. The feud with Lil' Kim, explosive. Kim said Nicki was stealing her style, her wigs, her whole thing. Nicki shot back with some subtle shots on Roman's revenge, and boom, the messiest beef in rap history.
I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. So far ahead, these bums is lagging. See me in that new thing, bums is gagging.
Then came Remy Ma with the 2017 diss track, Sheether, which absolutely obliterated Nicki's life and plastic surgeries.
Are you dumb? You wore a pink diamond chicken wing chain. Are you dumb? You had a leopard beehive on your head.
Nicki responded with no frauds, pulling in Drake and Lil Wayne to back her up. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Cardi B enters the ring. She didn't just join the game, she broke the damn gates down. No major cosigns, no industry connections, just a Bronx girl with a phone, an opinion, and an Instagram account. Cardi blew up on Vine and Instagram, ranting about everything from men to strip club stories, and fans loved her because she didn't filter a damn thing. That led her to Love and Hip Hop New York in 2015, but Cardi was already eyeing bigger moves. Fast forward to 2017, when Bodak Yellow dropped, and everything changed. The track rocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making Cardi the first solo female rapper to top the chart since Lauryn Hill in 1998.
Now she say she gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B, you know.
No label push, no ghostwriting rumors. Just Cardi, her accent, and that raw flow. Suddenly, the girl who used to dance in strip clubs was outselling pop stars. Then, she dropped Invasion of Privacy in 2018.
2 options, stripping or lose. Used to dance in a club right across from my school. I said dance now, don't get it confused.
And it wasn't just big, it was monstrous. 255,000 units sold in the first week, making it the biggest debut for a female rapper at the time. Singles, hits, all of them. I Like It with Bad Bunny and J Balvin hit #1. Bartier Cardi went straight to the clubs, and in 2020, she and Megan Thee Stallion dropped WAP.
Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this cookie right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card.
Shattering streaming records with 93 million US streams in the first week alone. But of course, Cardi's rise wasn't without controversy. In 2019, an old Instagram Live video resurfaced where she admitted to drugging and robbing men back when she was a stripper. The internet flipped, and hashtag Surviving Cardi B trended for days. Cardi didn't apologize. She just said, I did what I had to do to survive. She never pretended to be perfect, and that's why people loved her. No filter, just straight up realness. And no doubt, no matter how great you are, your era will end one day. And similarly, Cardi B did her thing, and now, in the contemporary world, we have Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla making waves like it's nobody's business. Megan was out here rapping in college parking lots before people even knew her name. Back when most rappers were stuck trying to land a club gig, Megan was outside Texas Southern University, freestyling between classes while everyone else was out partying. And she wasn't just making music, she was out here working toward her health administration degree too. A whole vibe of balancing the grind with a promise to her late mom, Holly Thomas, that she'd finish it. Then came 2020, when the whole world took a pause. But Megan just hit the gas. Savage climbed the charts, but when Beyonce jumped on the remix, it was a whole different story. The remix went #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, won 2 Grammys, and gave Megan her first major smash. She wasn't done though. Months later, she dropped WAP with Cardi B. The internet went wild. Released in August 2020, WAP didn't just top charts, it broke streaming records with 93 million US streams in the first week.
With some wet and gushy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet and gushy.
On top of all that, she was battling the music industry. Signed to 1501 Certified Entertainment, she had to take them to court in March 2020, accusing them of blocking her from releasing new music. And while all that legal drama was happening, Megan kept making music. She dropped Good News in November 2020 and followed it up with Traumazine in 2022.
I ain't perfect, but anything I did to any of you niggas, y'all deserved it. You see me in that mode, don't disturb me when I'm working.
Meanwhile, Glorilla was out here making her own noise. She didn't wait for the label machine to pick her up. She just started posting freestyles on YouTube. Raw, unpolished, but completely real. Then, April 2022 rolled around, and FNF Let's Go dropped. The hook was simple and catchy. The internet couldn't get enough of it.
I'm F-R-E-E, fuck nigga free. That mean I ain't gotta worry about no fuck nigga cheat. And I'm S-I.
TikTok took over with the hashtag FNF challenge, and soon enough, the song was everywhere. Billboard took notice. It peaked at number 42, earning a Grammy nomination, and turned Glow into a name everyone knew. Glorilla didn't stop there though. Yo Gotti swooped in and signed her to his CMG label in July 2022, and he didn't just give her a deal. He handed her $500,000 in cash as a celebration, and that wasn't the end. In September 2022, she teamed up with Cardi B for the remix of her single, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow 2 shot straight to #9 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was clear Glow was here to stay, even if she didn't play by anyone's rules. Then, out of nowhere, Glow and Cardi found out they were cousins. Yeah, you heard that right. Family. The whole thing came out in 2023, and the internet lost its mind. Cardi and Glow were connected by Cardi's grandfather's secret child in Tennessee. Wow, right? But not everything was smooth for Glow. She got into a public feud with Hit Kid, the producer of FNF, over ownership rights. As the song blew up, Hit Kid accused her team of trying to take control, and the whole mess played out in public. Fans watched the drama unfold in real time, and it was clear. Sudden fame and money can make everything messy real quick. And if you think that's wild, trust me, we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next.